unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more. And thank you if you are a first-time listener here at Media Mesh. I appreciate it in advance. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Have well over 140 something videos. I give my unapologetic opinion, and I appreciate those who take a moment out of their day to check in with your man right here. So Kanye West stands with Balenciaga amid BDSM scandal, gets banned from Twitter for 12 hours. So, boy, this is like almost my 10th video on Kanye West. Like every day or every week, he's in the news for something. And I was kind of on his side about certain things, but I understand. If in his situation, everyone else has turned their back on him, and if he can salvage at least one deal, that's going to help him. Right? Because of course we know he has $200,000 is to pay to Kim Kardashian every month and other fees and things like that. So, hey, it's a deal. And so I guess maybe they didn't cancel him yet, which kind of makes sense considering the foolishness that they put out with children. The thing you got to understand though, is nothing just happens. You have a whole committee of people that sat down and looked at the ad. Number one, the concept for it. Yeah, we got this cool idea, right? We're going to put kids in adult attire, put all these toys and all these different things made exclusively for adults. We're going to take a picture of it and we're going to call that fashion. And then you come back and apologize for it as if you didn't know. This is $1 million company, or probably billions, I don't know. Nevertheless, but no one had good sense to say, you know what the heck are we doing? You know why? Allegedly, these people participate in this type of stuff. A lot of these folks in the upper echelon, the elite, that's what they do. That's why it was a great idea. And had it gone under the radar, it would have been no problem. But Kanye's talking foolishness. So let's get into some of the foolishness. He says he stands by Balenciaga and denounce all witch hunts, and I cancel culture. Jesus is king. Ending trafficking doesn't start or end with a fashion campaign for Christ's sake. A lot of Christ gestures here. But it does, again, make sense. It makes sense that he's saying this in a way, but at the same time, he was also very concerned with his kids being exploited on TikTok. He doesn't want his kids out there to be objectified, but yet though, it's okay for other kids to look at that and see the toys and see these images being projected. And as a matter of fact, I guess the kid in the picture, that's okay, but just not his kids. But what does Jesus got to do with this? I don't know. But he says more. He said, never turn our backs on Demna and the Balenciaga family for life. Cancel culture. Jesus, please heal. What is Jesus? Who is Jesus healing? He's healing Demna. Who's he healing? Stop Demna hate, to which he responded with love cures everything. Who the hell needs to love Demna? Why the hell should people be caring about Balenciaga? I'm just trying to understand that. Do you think these people love or care about you? Or do they love and care about your money? Because I think it's the latter. I think they could care less. So he says God loves Balenciaga. Does he? I mean, this guy yeah, they do got some nice shoes. You know what I'm saying? Never mind everything else, but them shoes, yes. They got some nice bags and they're good with shoes. So I'm on their side. But anyway, he says, Love is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Praying for all of the innocent artists and beautiful humans who make clothing that had nothing to do with the ads. People's grandmothers work for Christ's sake. Who cares? Do you care? Let me know in the comments if you care about somebody's grandmother working for Balenciaga. Who cares? He goes on to say even more. He's doing the absolute most. But he also asked fans to stop hating on Demna. And she, he asked to remove any and all forms of, from Twitter and every platform. Is the product of, When grown men look at that, they are watching someone's daughter relive trauma for money. So how are you standing with them in this ridiculous get up? You want to remove, the P stuff, looking at somebody's daughter, but yet though they had somebody's child in the photo. They chose to do that ad. They had many other ways that they could advertise. I mean, who were you targeting? Normally when you do any type of marketing, you have you identify the audience that you're trying to reach, the market, who you're marketing to. Who did they expect to buy that? Did they expect children to look at that and say, well, yeah, that looks good? Do you expect their parents to be like, oh yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, I like the toys and all that stuff on the bed. That's totally fine for my child. I support that 100%. This is nonsense. Kanye is doing anything to keep some level of sponsorships going, and I get it. You got to do what you got to do. But coming out with them, I don't think that was the best move. I mean, now you're going further and further down because, of course, everybody attacked you for talking about the Jays. And it's just just disappear for a while. Just get off the scene. Everything will, in most cases, it'll fizzle out. It's like, those situations with Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, it was there. Big deal for about a week or two. Settlement, done and over. You'll see her in a movie next year. Most likely. Hopefully, right? I don't know. If any Tiffany Haddish fans out there, chances are you just let the situation just die down. He keeps going. And you bringing God into this. Now that's making God look bad. You bringing Jesus into this. What has Jesus got to do with this? Brother, relax. Go on your ranch in Montana and just chill. Try to hold on to whatever left, whatever money you have left, because obviously Kim is going to be getting a couple million out you by the time this is all done and over with. So don't shoot yourself in the foot to where you just have nothing going on, because somebody going to probably take offense to this and just completely cancel you out for sure. So nobody's going to stop canceling cancel culture on the strength of Balenciaga. There's only a select few people who go out there and buy that type of clothes. Why people do it? Why is black folks do it? I don't understand in the first place, because there's many more things that you need to be using your money for outside of a name brand of somebody's family that is not yours. What kind of investments do you have in your family that costs $1,000 or more? Because if you don't have that kind of money set up for a college fund or something for your children, and you out here buying this kind of stuff just so you can look cool to impress people who could care less and most likely are jealous of you, you have bigger issues. All of these name brands, since we're talking about it, even Kanye's garbage. People spending all that type of money on his shoes and his clothes, and he didn't become black until he got his Negro wake up call. Now you talking about what's affecting black folk, because it's affecting you, but more importantly, it's affecting your wallet. So miss me with the bull crap. Miss me with it. Until next time, peace and love.